In a distant and technologically advanced world, the stage is set for an idol's live performance. This wildly popular, yet enigmatic singer is due to release her newest creation. As she appears before the audience, the first notes of a melody hum through the air. Her powerful voice soars across the crowd. The people forget their troubles, their worries, and for a moment permit themselves to simply be. The shared euphoria is so great, it seems as if the crowd will lift up and float away. As the girl on stage finishes her performance, she speaks to the rapturous crowd. She begins telling them about all of the emotions she had poured into her new song. But before she can finish, a group of angry men shove their way onto the stage. The girl flinches beneath their sharp gazes as they begin to angrily berate her. What good is music when we're at war, they cry. The men hurl insults in her direction as they move toward her inch by menacing inch. You foolish girl, you simpleton, you have no idea of what's really going on. She does not respond. She cannot. And when they are finally within arm's reach, they lash out in anger. But the idol vanishes. All that remains are a pair of words. Log out. For theirs is an online world that exists in virtual reality. And with no one left to host the event, the concert ends on a note of confusion. This is a country so technologically advanced, It governs itself with an artificial intelligence. Buildings glitter, monitors shine. Every facet of their civilization is a testament to technology. But in one corner of their renowned capital city, a lone girl heaves a heavy sigh. She is the true face behind the singer from the virtual concert. Her life has been locked in a holding pattern since the unfortunate events at her last show. Everywhere she looks, she sees armed guards, security drones, cameras. Her country has been at war for many years now. The smiles of its people are dim and dismal things. Only the artificial lights carry any brilliance now. War, and the changes it has wrought, have stolen both the people's smiles and their happiness. Eventually, the girl comes across people arguing. Soldiers forcefully pull along a citizen who is protesting the recent military draft. Conflict with other countries has now created fierce disputes within their own borders. With a gun turned on them, the citizen finally falls in line. It is a sad sight, and the girl finds herself much upset to see such weakness. We are all human, she thinks, yet we cannot stop fighting. News of the war plays endlessly on the feeds, driving the people near to madness with worry. The girl had begun singing in an attempt to restore some small bit of joy to her fellow citizens' lives. But now, all she can think about are the angry screams directed at her during the last show. They haunt her dreams, steal her sleep, and cause her to ask one question again and again. Is there even a point to anything I've done? The girl is racked with indecision. She knows the people are exhausted of endless war, yet she is unsure if she should sing again. She began doing so in order to restore some small bit of happiness to their lives. But some people became enraged that she might dare to do such a thing in a time of war. This dark shadow has now crawled inside her thoughts and taken up residence as a most unwelcome guest. There's no point in making music if it just ends up hurting people. So where did it all go wrong? And what's the right thing to do? The The power of her prayers has brought her this far. But now, even those have grown muddied and dark, casting a gloom over her once brilliant face. Her head droops, her eyes fade. But then, she receives a notification. She opens her inbox. In it, she finds messages beyond counting. Many are words of encouragement for her actions. Some are critiques, some threats. But among them all, one in particular stands out. A message of thanks from a former soldier. Though he is no longer able to fight, he says her music encourages him to keep helping however he can. Silent tears appear in the corners of her eyes. As she reads the messages, she is reminded of a sensation, an emotion, long thought lost. And she realizes then and there what truly matters. A melody of prayer echoes through the midnight city. Then come voices criticizing the girl once more. Music envelops the city like an ocean squall. People watch the video of the girl, her powerful yet delicate voice absorbed in song. And then, a secret, formless light begins to shine. The girl, now present, walks through the city to witness it for herself up close. singing the same notes that swirl and tumble in the gaps between buildings. She sees people cheering for her holograms, and others jeering with equal fervor. Once again, her actions bring out the fiercest of reactions from all who see her. But she no longer doubts herself. The Idol of Light believes in the power of music and uses it to convey her will to all who hear it. She once made a vow to the people of her land. She promised to wipe away their tears and stay close to those with heavy hearts. And I will keep singing, because I